Perhaps you bring the soles of the feet down. Makes it a little easier on the low back. You can pick your shoulders up, go a little further underneath you. And as you come to lie down flat on the back, we're going to focus in first on your breathing. So first and foremost, more important than your ability to touch your toes or to be super flexible, this practice is about breathing. We call that like the prana, your energy force. You're creating your ability to breathe in and out. For now, let's try it through the nose. And if you're like, oh, Corinne, I have terrible allergies and like my nose is all stuffed up, it's not COVID, I swear, right? I believe you. Just breathe through your mouth then. And then I want you to see how deeply you can get that breath moving in and out through your nose. Almost as if you were like sipping the air in through a straw. And then after you breathe that air in as deeply as you can, you pause for a moment and just like be filled up with like the goodness of your inhale. And then as you make that nice slow exhale where you empty out completely, you have another moment where you just stay empty. And today I'd like you to notice where you are on the spectrum of inhales and exhales and pauses. You have those 4 parts of your breath to focus on. Is it hardest to bring it in? Is it hardest to pause when you're empty? Some of us have experienced traumas or hurts or losses. And the feeling of breathing in can feel like, I don't trust this goodness coming in. It's hard to bring the good stuff in. Some of us have a hard time being empty. We just can't wait for that next breath to come in. Maybe today they feel balanced. Amazing. That's great. You'll have days where the inhales feel easy and complete and full. And you may have days that it's really hard to let go. Practicing yoga doesn't mean that everything becomes easy and rainbows and sunshine and namaste. It just means that you get better at dealing with the ups and downs. You get less reactive. You notice, oh, this is happening right now. I see that. From your ability to focus in on the breath, the other things, the chatter starts to fall away. You get a little break, maybe from the ping pong game of thoughts that goes on in your mind. In that little break, maybe you have an intention that you want to set. From my practice today, I would like to, you fill in the blank, be a little more patient, kinder, find some clarity to make some important decisions in my life. Get rid of this nagging pain in my hip. the last piece here on your back was this clear mind and a dedicated focus. A moment of gratitude for the things that are going right. The progress. The joy. What's working. And now fluttering your eyes open on an inhale, take both arms, reach them up towards the ceiling, make a few little circles in your wrists. Good, and then reverse those circles, take them in the opposite direction. And then release those arms back down at your sides. Bring the right leg into your chest, give it a hug, pull it in. Head and shoulders stay down, relax. That knee can pull out to the right side a little bit. Take a few little circles in your right ankle. Sounds like Rice Krispies, yeah. And then take a few more circles in the opposite direction. Good, and then fingers interlace behind that right thigh. Start to bend and straighten in that right leg a little bit. Like, oh yeah, there it is. That's the tight spot, you know? We're not trying to go too far, too fast. You're just noticing, okay, I can bend and I can straighten. Feels good. Good, and then bring that right leg back into your chest one more time. Take that right knee over to the left side. And as that right knee falls over to the right side, your right arm can open out to the right. Maybe make a cactus arm. You just notice what it feels like as that right knee falls to the right. And the right arm open, or right leg goes to the left. That's it. And that right arm opens up and just twist. A little good morning for that back. Good. And then back to center. Bring that right. And then send it back out nice and long. Good. Now drawing the left knee into your chest, give it a hug, squeeze it in, and make a few circles in that left ankle. And then reverse those circles and take it in the opposite direction. Good, and then fingers interlace behind the left thigh, bend and straighten a few times in that left knee. Good morning, left leg. Not too much, not too fast, just feeling it out. Good, and then the next time that knee bends, we're going to guide the left knee over to the right side. And that left arm opens up to the left. You can like cactus that arm so you open in the chest too. Oh, so nice. So good. A little good morning to the back on the side. Finding that feeling of the twist. Still breathing? And then coming back to center, bring both knees into your chest. Begin to rock yourself forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. So you come all the way up to your seated position. And if it's hard to sit up tall, you'll sit up on the blocks so that it's easy to sit. Yeah. So you can sit on the block or on the floor just so it's easy. Your back can stay tall. Lower your chin down into your chest, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Good, then lower your chin back down into your chest, take your right ear towards your right shoulder. Good, and then the chin back down into the chest, a few gentle circles in the neck. And if your neck doesn't like circles, then shake your head yes. Good, and then reverse those circles, and if you were shaking yes, now you'll shake no. Good, and then come back to center. Excellent, forward now, over your knees, a tabletop position. So in tabletop, you're on hands and knees. Hands are underneath the shoulders, hips are over your knees. And everybody knows you got one of those cards at the top of your mat. It says, in case you can't read it, would you like hands-on assist? And all of them say yes, please. That means that I come and I like put my hands on you to be like, oh no, try this or try that. If you would prefer me not to touch you and just to tell you, you can flip it over on the other side. It says no, thank you. Good, now from hands and knees on an inhale, look up, let your belly drop down, arch your back, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good, now as you exhale, draw your chin into your chest and push it down away. Good, again, an inhale, arch the back, look up, that's cow pose, pause. Exhale, round the back, chin to the chest, cat pose, and you pause again. So now you'll start moving with your own breath rhythm. So when you inhale, you look up, you stay there for your pause. As you exhale, you round, and you'll stay there for your pause too. So breathing still in and out through that nose, that nice, deep, audible breath. Finding your rhythm. Taking one more like this, rounding. And then for the next 5 breaths, you'll move around all different ways. So you can move your back like figure 8 or like a jump rope. You can let your neck get really into it. But you're breathing, moving, pausing. Breathing, moving, pausing. So you find a rhythm of breath and movement. Doesn't matter what it looks like. You're nervous about how you look, close your eyes. No one can see you. Then coming back to your center, sit your hips back towards your heels, a child's pose. And I want your arms to extend out long to the top of the mat. Take those knees out wide and turn your palms up towards the sky. So with your forehead down and your arms reaching out and the palms facing up, this is the act of giving and receiving. Humbly giving and receiving. And in this moment, you offer your practice away to the benefit of someone else. Could be whoever comes to mind. Sometimes it's somebody you love very much, that they have what they need. Sometimes it's someone neutral in your life. For a long time, I would offer my practice to my male man. I don't know why, but he would always just step forward in my mind. Sometimes you offer your practice away to somebody who really pisses you off. Somebody who's very hard to love. But they might have what they need. And that they might rest well. Turn those palms back down onto the floor, sealing in that intention for today's practice. Good, on an inhale, rise back up, tabletop position. From tabletop, tuck your toes under, hips to the sky. downward facing dog. So it's like an inverted V shape. You can pedal out your feet, shake your head, yes or no. But this is a conversation that you're having with your body. You ever talk to somebody and they talk real fast, you really can't get a word in because they're talking so fast? Don't move your body like that. Okay? You like move your body a bit and then you like wait to see what it says. And then you like move your body a little bit and you wait to see what it says. Those are the pauses in your breath. Good, now walking your hands back towards your feet, come into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Feet are about hips distance apart. Bring your fingers around your elbows, over your chin down into your chest, and let that head hang down. Good, so lift all 10 toes up. You're like, yes, we back in my heels. Awesome. Good, toes go back down. The chin goes down into that chest so you get a light, nice long stretch in the back body. And those knees bend so the chest can go down onto the thigh. And then you create that hip flexor engagement so that you're pulling your hips towards your thigh. And you keep that as you work towards straightening the especially if this moves away. Yeah. Let's see if we can pull this knee out. Yes, right there. One more breath. Head hanging down. Shake, yes. Shake. Good. Take those hands back down onto the floor. Walk it out of plank position. Plank is like high push-up. Good. Inhaling your high push-up position. Exhale, lower all the way down onto the floor or chaturanga where you can cover off the floor. Inhale, lift, tall cobra, baby cobra up dog. That's a back bend. Just loosen the chest and the shoulders up as high as you like. And then exhale back down facing dog. Fingers spread wide. Press those palms down strong. On your next inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, look, hop. On an inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your shins or your knees. Your belly muscles strong. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Take your arms up overhead, a back bend at the top. And then your hands back side by side. Good. We'll move through sun salutations now, which means we're going to do those activities over and over again in a circle. But you're only moving as fast as your own breathing. And the deal is, the slower you breathe, the better you are at these. So we don't race through them. I want you to find the pauses at the tops of the inhales and the bottoms of the exhales. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Knees can bend, hands touch the floor, straighten the legs as best you can. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine, arch the back. Exhale, palms down, step, jump, walk, or float back. Chaturanga Dandasana. That's like the push-up lowering to the floor. Inhale, press up your tall cobra, upward facing dog. Pull those shoulder blades together down the back. Exhale back, downward facing dog. So just like the breathing in the beginning of class. So where am I on the inhale and the exhale and my pauses? Sun salutations are things that we can come back to every day. How's the body feeling today? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, float, top of the mountain. Inhale, half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, your back bend at the top. Squeeze your butt thrust, those hips forward. Exhale, forward fold, cancel all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palms down, step, jump, walk, or float it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we got some people here who've been practicing for ages and ages and ages, and some people here that are brand new to these things. And the most beautiful thing about it is that we're all learning something today in our body. We're all feeling where our edges are. So maybe today the movements are the thing, or the breathing is the thing, or being here is the thing. Amazing. Take your head yes. Take your head no. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, hop step, and walk forward. Inhale, last lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms up, overhead, that back one at the top. And then your hands back to center. Good. On an inhale, bend the knees. And sink your butt back, and you go back in a chair that's not there. Your arms reach up long enough. This is Utkatasana, awkward chair. And as your butt sits back, you lift all 10 toes up. Arms reach up. Good, then on the exhale, forward fold. So your hands down the floor, straight-ish in the leg. Inhale, half of the length of the spine. Exhale, press those palms down, lean into your fingers, second walker, pull it back. Chaturanga Dandasana, the little push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing. Right foot steps through between the hands. Step it up. Sometimes you gotta put the left knee down first. Either way, you just get that right foot up. And then take both arms up to the sky. This is warrior one. So that back heel down on the floor. Arms are reaching. You're strong in your stance. Good. Exhale, take those hands back down on the floor. Step back, plank position, slow lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. And now the left foot steps through between the hands. If your right knee can lower down first, you step that left foot forward. Both arms reach out. Good. Exhale, keep the hands down. Step back and slow lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. That's the push-up again. These are some B's. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. B's as in like A, B, C, not like B's like bumblebees. That's a different thing. But if downward facing dog is like, ow, this kind of hurts my wrist, I don't really like this in my arms, you lower your knees down. Take away that of your hands. It's meant to be a rest. In the beginning, it feels like anything but a rest. On your next inhale, look forward. As you exhale, hop, step, jump, walk, look, out. Do that one more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, unfold. Inhale, bend the knees. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Utkatasana, sitting back in that chair that's not there. Exhale all the way to standing. And bring your hands back to the sky. Good. Inhale, bend the knees. Sweep those arms up to the sky. Utkatasana, sit back in that chair. We'll keep pulling those knees apart a little bit so they don't collapse the inside. We use those outer butt cheek muscles. So pull those knees out. Good. Hands down. Straight in the legs. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Step walk, lower back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right foot steps through between the hands. On an inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down, step back, slow lower. It's getting warmer in here now. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Rise and lift. Exhale, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Bam, that's all. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back. Downward facing. Ah, so nice. So again, you have this feeling of like your break time. Good. On your next. Right leg up into the air. Step that right foot through between the hands. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, both arms. Good. And now opening it up, warrior two, right arm forward, left arm back. So maybe a bigger footprint. You use that mat up front to back as big as you can. Yeah. Good. And now those front toes face the front of the room. And the knee faces right over the toes. Perfect. Arms to each other. So good. And we smile. Looking out over those fingertips. Squeezing the shoulder blades together a little bit, reaching out through the fingers at the same time a little bit. On your inhale, turn your right palm up towards the sky. Exhale, lean back and reverse warrior. Keep bending that front knee and pull it towards the baby to the side. More. Pull. Keep breathing into the side ribs. Good, and then on an inhale back through center. Warrior two. You can straighten the front leg, take a little break there, and then rebend it if you like. Then take that right elbow down onto the right knee, the right hand down towards the floor or on the block, side angle forward. And start with that left arm reaching up towards the sky or maybe overhead. Long line. You're smiling still? Yes, for a second. Good. A little bit wider stance. On an inhale, rising back up to stand. Warrior two. And now everybody straighten that front leg from your right palm up to the sky. And reach up and back. So from your right finger to your right toes, you stretch long. Good. And then from that side stretch, we're pulling the ribs in. So not so back bendy. And much more like side bendy. Good. On an inhale, rise all the way back up to standing. Now you reach forward out over that front leg as far forward as you can. Your butt reaches for the back of the room. And the right hand goes down towards the floor. And the left arm up towards the floor. Good. And with that leg straight as you can take it, maybe that left arm goes behind your back. And with that right leg as straight as you can take it. You make those back muscles strong. Breathe. On your next inhale, rising all the way back up to the side. You bend into your right. Or wheel those hands down to the floor, step back. Nice. Slow lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. So good. Left foot steps through between the hands. On an inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Use that mat. Don't be afraid to take up the space. Yeah. Good. Now open it up, warrior two. So now the left arm reaches forward, the right arm reaches back, and that back foot, it turns to the long edge of the mat. And the front foot, it's out there and it turns forward. And you need to hold here. Strong. So then everybody. Roll both the thighs out. At least get forward. I mean, you can stay here for like 3 minutes, right? Easy. Easy. You find a little squeeze in your inner thighs, those legs drag towards each other a little bit, like hug in. Turn your left palm up towards the sky, big inhale. Exhale on the back, and then reverse and forward. Good, so with that nice wide stance, with both thighs rolling out, and then side bending deeply, reaching out to those fingers. Good, inhale back up to center warriors. Good, keeping that knee pulling towards the baby to the side. So you're trying to play. Left elbow down to the left hip. Right arm up towards the sky. Good. So sometimes the wider we can get in the stance, the more comfortable we'll actually feel. Because we just made room. Don't be afraid to use your mat. Pull down. Press the baby to the side. Good. Press down to the feet. Rise back into standing. Warrior two. You can take your breaks. Now everybody straighten that front leg. Turn your left palm up towards the sky. Reach up and back. How long can you get through those stairs? One. Reach.
My leg is just right there. The apple I want is just there in the tree.
Good. Inhale back up. Inhale, tall. Exhale, reach out forward over that front leg. How far out? Can you reach both those back? Hand goes down towards the floor. Or on a block. Those blocks are so nice. That's what they're there for. They bring the floor up to you. Good. Keep pushing that left inner thigh forward towards the tree that you walk. Yes, and your shoulders back. Feel the difference? One more breath. Holding it. Nice and strong. And then use the strength of those legs. Rise all the way to standing. Good. Rebend into that left knee. Take your hands on the floor. Step back and slow lower. Chaturanga Dandasana, or say no thanks, and go right back to downward facing dog or a child's pose. Something that gives you a little break. Still breathing? Thank goodness. You're making it. Good. Take your right leg. Lift it up in the air. 3-legged down dog. So we're just lifting it. You stay even. Butt squeezes to lift that leg up a little higher than you'd like to. Keep reaching out to the heel. And now squeeze your heel to your butt. Keep everything else the same. Hips stay even. Just squeeze the heel to the butt. Good. Now stack the right hip on top of the left hip. And now point the knee up to the sky, but keep the heel squeezing in the butt. This hamstring is engaged. So now set that right foot to the outside of the right hand. And lower the left knee down. Or lower the left knee down and then set the right foot to the outside of the hand. So either way, we end up in the same spot. Good. Now we're going to come down onto our forearms inside that right leg. Or maybe you put your forearms on the block. Or maybe you say, what? Are you kidding me? And you stay up high on your head. So I want everybody to tuck your back toes under. Lift your back knee up and see if you can slide your left leg back a little further. So good. Perfect. Good. And then you can untuck those back toes. And we're just pressing forward as far as we can. And that right knee can go out to the face. Let's go there. Yeah. It can't go. It doesn't go that way. How about if you just put your hand inside? Yeah, you're in the same spot. Good. Squeezing your butt, press those hips a little more forward if you can. Good, and then rising back up high on your hands. So the right knee is out to the right. Take your left hand out to the left, maybe on the wood. Your right hand goes to your right knee. Then start to look over your right shoulder. Push your butt forward. And now, maybe you bend your back knee. And you'll know right away if that was a good idea. And if it wasn't, then stop doing that. Okay? If it is a good idea, maybe you reach back for your foot. But it depends. Doesn't feel good for everybody. Good, nice and slow, release the left foot. Bring your right hand down onto the floor. And then step back, downward facing dog. Shake your butt out a little. Wag your tail. Make it feel nice. Good, now your left leg lifts up in the air. You keep those hips even and then put your heel to your butt. Squeeze. Good. Hips stay even. Do that. Right thigh roll down. Good. Now you stack the left hip on top of the right. Good. Keep your heel squeezing your butt. Breathe. Keep rolling that standing leg out. Thigh rolls out, thigh rolls out, thigh rolls out. Knee lifts. Oh. Good. And then step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. And the right knee lowers down. And then maybe you come down onto your forearms. Or maybe you put your hands on the blocks. Or maybe you put your forearms on the blocks. You can stack the blocks or turn them so they have different heights. It's about you. Back toes tuck under, back knee lifts. Slide that right leg back. Good. Smile. So nice. I love this. I'm so glad I came. Keep pressing those hips forward. That feet. Couple more breaths there. Stay in with it. Good. Rise back up on your hands. Right hand goes out to the right, left hand goes onto the left knee. Turn to look over your shoulder, a little bit of a twist. Your hand can be on the block, that right hand can be on the block, off the ground too. Maybe that right knee bends. You'll know right away if that was a good idea. You listen to your body. Oh no, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. If it's a good idea, grab a hold of that foot, kick into it. It's okay. Slow release. Hands coming down. Back toes tuck under, lift the back, step back. Down. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Fold at the back of them. Grab your fingers around the little toes. So your peace sign fingers, and you're like, hey man, peace. You show your peace sign fingers. You bring those two fingers together. They go between your big toe and your second toe. The thumb locks over the top, and the palms face each other. Use your elbows to draw yourself down. Bend your elbows. Use your arms. They're so strong. They pull you down.
And then you do your best to straighten the legs, but they don't have to straighten all the way. That's not the name of the game, straight legs. It's just like a direction for us to work in.
So breathing. So good. Now try to straighten it up a little bit. Forward into the toes. Good, and releasing half the lift. Exhale, forward. And nice and slow, roll yourself all the way to standing. Good. Shoulders relax. Shift your weight into your right foot. Come up onto your left tippy toes. And now the left knee turns out to the left side. Then my right foot, my left knee goes out to the left side. And then as I stand on that right foot, I'm gonna slide that left leg up as high as I can. And maybe I pull it the rest of the way with my hand. As far as it feels good. Hands can be at heart center or out to the side. We're pressing them against each other. If you're finding that pointed foot and you're rolling out from your thigh, you're trying to squeeze those knees in towards each other. And your hands from the heart center, side, or overhead. Or to the line. Around. Still breathing. Good, and nice and slow. You come out of it with the same grace that we came in. Move your foot around. If you feel like that right arch of your foot is like, ugh, that's good. It means it's working. Yes. Excellent. Same the other side. Shift the weight. The left foot. Right knee turns out to the right side. Slide that right leg up. As far as you can. About the side. You remember hold it. Stick the inch to the right. This is where lots of funny things start to come into my head, like, damn, I'm slipping on these pants. Or, oh, I keep watching someone else moving in front of me. They're throwing me off balance. Well, what's up with these side differences? So much harder on this side. You find the pose that works on this side. You smile. You breathe. You fall out. You come back in. You smile again. Good. Bring that foot back down to the floor. Move it about. Move it about. Good. Inhale. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale. Forward fold. Let that head hang down. You interlace your fingers and bring them behind your head. Move your elbows in towards each other and let the weight of your arms kind of traction the spine. Good. Put those hands back down on the floor. Walk it out, downward facing dog. Take your right leg, lift it up in the air. Your leg is down dog. Bend your knees. Open your hips. So stack the right on top of the left. Beautiful. Step your right foot through between the hands. Left knee lowers down. So we're gonna find your version here of a low lunge. So your hips press forward, everything presses forward. Find that stretch, chest lifted. Hands up to the sky if you can. So I squeeze my left butt cheek here like crazy. Squeeze it as much as I can because it opens up the front. Good, and then bringing your hands down to the floor. We got those blocks, let's use those. We're gonna sit back towards the left heel, straightening the right leg out in front of you. That's the leg that's in front. And then you can decide how deeply you move into your split from here. So a half split, your right leg straightened out in front, your left leg behind you, sitting tall would be like perfect. So if I have two blocks, I'm gonna put a block on each side. So I got one on the left side, one on the right side. Do my best to straighten my front. If you're sliding a little deeper, you have to keep that chest back over your thighs. The back thigh rolls in and your front thigh rolls out. You find the potential for your split today. So you need your chest, your shoulders back over your hips. And sometimes that means that we can't go quite as deep because the weight gets to be too much. When your shoulders are over your hips, the hips have to carry you in this position. Wherever you are, point your front toes. Good, and then wherever you are, pull your toes back towards you, and now forward fold over the front leg. Wherever you are. Sort of sits a little bit more. Good, and then all the way back up. And make your way out of this as gracefully as you like. Find your way out. That's supposed to difficult gracefully make your way out. So you just you do your best. We're gonna go back to down dog or child's pose for a moment before we do the other side. Shake your head, yes or no. Good, left leg steps. Lift it up, bend the open, bring it forward. Good, lower the right knee down. So you're on the other side. If you did the first side you did before, you do the other side. So we first start with the arms reaching up to a low lunge. Both arms reach up, press the hips forward, find the front of that hip. Good. Move that backward on this. Back by roll, and front side roll up, and your hips straight. Good, now you can bring those hands back down. And we sit back towards the right leg, and the left leg straight across the front. So, you're just sitting back. Good. Now you decide how deeply into your split you would like to go. So if you go forward with that front leg, forward, forward, forward. You find that edge. And I would like you not to rest your hips now. I want you to think of those legs coming together. So how light can be on your fingers. Squeeze those legs in towards each other. The thighs are so strong, the hips are so strong. So you're finding your variation, your split here. How much can you get your shoulders over your hips? That's the weight. Front thigh rolling out, back thigh roll. And I try to hold myself here. That's the nice thing, right? Is that you don't have to stay in that position that you don't like. You don't like where you are? Change it. Point those toes as much as you can. Smile. You squeezing your butt cheeks still? I squeeze them for you. I squeeze my butt cheeks and you move with your squeezing your butt cheeks. We're all squeezing, holding strong hips. Then pull those toes back towards your face, fold over that leg. Don't lose the work. I don't want you to soften into a split. I want you to strengthen and support yourself in your split. We're not leaning on the blocks. We're not leaning on our hands. I'm here because I'm strong enough to be here. When you're ready, making yourself back up. And gracefully out of that position. So nice. You can go to a down dog or a child's pose. Shake your head, yes or no. Make it feel good. Take the right leg, lift it up in the air, put it down, let the knee open. And setting up your pigeon pose on the right side. So your right shin crosses in front of the mat. Those back toes touch under. Use those blocks to bring alongside your body. Get up as high as you can, as tall as you can. Whoa. If you feel this in your knee, you're in a bad spot. Move. Back thigh rolls in. Front thigh rolls out. That will square those hips up. With some squeeze in your inner thighs, fold over your legs. Breathe. So feet back to them. So yeah, lift your back knee and then slide back. Shift your whole body back away from your shin. And there you go. Good. Yep. Now release that. Get as long as you can on this side. Good, on your next inhale, rising back up, claw high on those hands. Pause. If you can, no hands. Chest over, shoulders over those hips. So rather than your belly being out over that front leg, you gotta get it way back. Good. Finding a bend in your back knee if it feels like a good idea. You don't know great or great. It's not. You can reach back with one or both hands for that foot. Yeah, so, like, what? Bunch of crazies out here, right? So, if you're in your position, I'm trying to see everybody, it's tough. Right? So if you can't see me and you'd like to, right? First, the knee bends, and we're trying to get the shoulders over the hips. If I'm out here, I'm not getting the stretch that I'm looking for. I want your chest back over your thighs. And then with that back leg, squeeze it in, your heel to your butt, like you were practicing. You reach back with one arm, hand or elbow space. The other arm reaches up, and I'm here because I'm strong enough to be here. I can go up or down. I'm not collapsed and hoping for the back. Reach back, or if you're reaching back pretty easy, you can try to reach back with both arms, and then hold them both. It's a playful thing. And then bringing yourself back. Back leg flows. Shift your weight into that right leg. And bring your left leg around. Fire out. Ankle over the knee. Knee on top of the ankle. So lots of times the bottom foot ends up close to your hip. And that's not what we want. So we're gonna either kick your butt up and slide it back, or wiggle your bottom shin forward. For lots of people, they're like, what are you kidding me? Right? And if you're in that position of like, what are you kidding me? Lay on your back. Go ahead, lay on your back, and you cross that left ankle over your right knee, you just pull your right knee into your chest, and it's literally the same thing that we're trying to work, but just a much more comfortable position for some. There's no shame in the game here, okay? It's not about how much it gets done. Keep going. Little more. Yeah. Now, let's scoot this butt cheek back. Way more. Little. Yes. Both feet flex. Both baby toes press down. Different. Okay. We're here breathing with this body. You're not in anybody else's body. They haven't had the same experiences as you. You know? Look down at your feet and be like, thank you, feet. You are such amazing feet. These hips and legs have like carried you through this life. That's an amazing thing. We don't look at someone else's poses the same way we don't look at their like house, car, jobs, family, clothes. Be happy for people. That's amazing. Come back to what you have going on. What feels good? What does your body need today? Good. Coming back if you're on your back. If you're on that seated position, the left leg goes to the back of the mat and you're back in downward facing dog. Just like back. Head shakes, yes or no? Much more here. How do you do that? Work. A lot of stretches. Stretch. Good. Left leg. Lifts up. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Good. Bring that left foot now across the mat. Feel your left shin down. Fully front. Pigeon pose. This is like the crowd pleaser. Oh, yes. Love it. On the crazy hips. Pigeon pose. Really love my hips. Back thigh rolls in. Pause. Are you twisted? You get a back bend. Come out of it a little bit. Roll that back thigh in. Way back. Back thigh rolls in. Maybe you take a moment, no hands here. You okay? Forward fold over that leg. And if you want to get deeper, you roll that back thigh in and stretch it back to the back of the mat. There are styles of yoga that will encourage you to relax all of the muscles. To find a stretch where you're just practicing these letting go techniques. I don't teach those classes. There's nothing wrong with them. I think they're great. But they don't work in my body. So I don't teach that. You get what I do. And that is that I make this body really strong to be open. The stronger I get, the more open I get. The deeper my roots, the stronger my foundation, the freer I feel. When you're ready, pressing yourself back up nice and tall, high on the chest. And now you're just pausing here. Maybe lifting and lowering a little bit. Yeah, you got to be strong enough to hold this. If your belly is way out over those hips, we're missing this stretch. We want to pull the shoulders back, open this part of the body, maybe with no hands. Maybe bending the back knee. Maybe reaching back for the foot. All the while because I'm strong enough to be. When you're ready, carefully. And we lean over to the left side and bring that right leg around and set up your fire log pose on the side. And perhaps you're on your back again, which is amazing. Otherwise, ankle on the knee on the ankle, flex the feet, baby toes press down. Smile. Yeah. If you lay on your back, yes. Smile. Breathe. The hips can hold some deep stuff for us. Lay your back. Yes. So. I got this stupid stretchy pants. Good. So nice. I know, that's everybody's saying, they're sliding on their feet. Good. Stretching? Yeah. We just say, it's a possibility, this direction's nice. Good, nice and slow, releasing back, making your way back through child, or through a pigeon pose, through a down dog, or a child pose. And then take both legs out in front of you in a seated position. So however you guys got all different, everybody's in all different places. We're coming to a seated position. Take those legs out nice and long out in front of you. Inhale, both arms up towards the sky, reach up. And then exhale, forward fold, and reach out towards those toes. The knees can bend. It's so nice when the knees bend, it's great stuff. Smile. Maybe look out at your toes. Find some gratitude for these feet and the things they've taken you through, some hardships they have seen you through, walked you through. You get like the footprints in the sand kind of thing going on. They are your foundation. On your next inhale, releasing, rising back up to the sun. Good, we'll come to roll down flat onto your back again. So like we started, so rolling all the way down. Good, bringing the soles of the feet down onto the floor. Or take a bridge pose. So some people like restorative bridge, and that means that one of those blocks is gonna go underneath your butt. Not in your low back, but like right at the top of like the butt crack area. Kind of rest right at your hips and sacrum. And then some people like to stack those blocks up or turn them so they get pretty high up in the air, but it's just meant to give you a little support in a back bend. And then if you're perhaps more interested in your wheel pose, that deeper back bend, you can bring your fingers back towards your shoulders, squeeze your elbows in, and press yourself all the way up. And nice and slow here all the time. Come all the way back. Lower it down. Get that block out from underneath you. Knees come into your chest. Give it a little block. Good. Take both legs up to the sky, hands alongside your body. So for some of us, just holding our legs up like this is because those hamstrings are trying to pull those legs back down. So you can relax your hands alongside your body, or maybe put them under your butt cheeks a little bit. That'll help keep your hips tipped back, and so your abs are strong enough to hold them in that position. And then keeping both legs together, knees together as best you can. Lower those legs halfway to the floor, and then exhale. Pull them back. And then again, lower them down about 12 inches from the floor. And then exhale. Good. Pause here for a second. So I don't want your belly to like lift up like it's big and red, you know? So I don't want the middle of your belly to pop up towards the ceiling. I want you to think about like a belt around your waist that's pulling your belly button in and down to the floor. And then you keep that as you lower those legs as low as you can towards the floor, maybe 6 inches from the floor if you can get that far. And then exhale, lift them back up. Good, and then lower those legs down about 2 inches from the floor, or as low as you can before that bread starts like popping up in the middle of your belly. Pull that belly in and down, and then move your toes up and down for 10, 9, 8, legs lift and lower, 6, 5, belly in and down. Come on, 4, nice dad. That's it, pull it in and down. 3, 2, and 1. Those core muscles are so important. Let's give that one more go. Both legs up to the sky. Hands on underneath the hips. 5, don't squeeze it. Lower those legs, halfway down. Exhale, come back up. You're gonna lower the legs down, 12 inches from the floor. As low as you can take them without that bread, lift it up. Exhale, lift them up. Lower them down 6 inches from the floor, as low as you can without that belly lifting up. Exhale, pull them up. Good, take them down 2 inches or as low as you can. Lift your head and shoulders up. Look at your toes. Cross them one over the other for 10, 9, make it a little bigger. 8, 7, 6, 5. Who loves a slow count? 4, me. 3, 2, and 1. Good, you got one more back then. So, bridge, wheel pose, fingers to your shoulders, lifting up as best you can. So, bridge pose is where you just squeeze your butt and lift your hips up. You put the block underneath there again. You're bringing your hand back to your shoulders, squeezing them in, lifting all the way up into your wheel pose. You can do that too. Just make it feel good. In your own time, coming back down. Upper, middle, lower back. Get rid of that block out from underneath you if it's there. Draw those knees into your chest. Give a little hug. And take a couple little circles on the low back, first in one direction. And then in the opposite direction. Good, let both knees fall to the left side, your right arm out to the right. Now back to the center. Both knees over to the right side, left arm out to the left. Coming back through center. Bring your knees in your chest, give yourself a nice hug, squeeze everything in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good, stretch everything out, nice and long arms overhead. Push yourself out from here to the ball. Stretch, 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 stretch. And with the heels, stretching on the back side of the body. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then releasing for your final Shavasana. So this is your relaxation pose. Your final ease. So make sure that you're really comfortable. Some people are not comfortable on their back. If you're not, then change it. Bring the soles of the feet down or roll onto your belly or onto your side. It's okay. We're just looking for a position for you to be able to just totally let go. For you guys at home, take the longest Shavasana you'd like today and enjoy it. For all of you